the top 10 motorcycle clubs in the world.
Motorcycle clubs come in just about every shape and size imaginable. Some are locally based, others have a global presence. Some are more associated with crime than motorcycles, while others are made up of decent, upstanding folk with regular jobs and regular lives. Bless of what the club members get up to in their spare time. The one thing that unites all motorcycle clubs is their love for the open road and all to things to wield. If you've ever wanted to know which motorcycle clubs are the biggest, the oldest, the baddest, or maybe just the most philanthropic, find out now. Let's take a look at the top 10 motorcycle clubs in the world.
Number 10. The Pagans.
Founded 1959. Founded at Prince George's County, Maryland. Type: Outlaw Motorcycle Club Region, East Coast of the United States. The Pagans are categorized as an outlaw motorcycle club by the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives ATF. Criminal activities: drug dealing, arms dealing, extortion, prostitution, trafficking in stolen goods. Allies: Sons of Silence MC, the Aryan Brotherhood, and the Pittsburgh Crime Family. They are currently active in California, Nevada, Delaware, Florida, Kentucky, Maryland, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, South Carolina, Virginia, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, West Virginia, Washington State, and Puerto Rico. The group started out wearing denim jackets with embroidered insignia instead of the more standard three-piece patches utilized by most outlaw motorcycle clubs. OMC.
Number 9. Premium Motorcycle Club.
While Diaz is known for having some of the biggest and baddest motorcycle clubs in the world, Germany isn't too far behind. Its most notorious MC is Premium. Formed in 1972, the club quickly developed a reputation for acting outside the law. These days, it's still causing trouble, although now it's doing it as much in Asia and the rest of Europe as it is in its homeland. Premium claims to be the largest German motorcycle club since the patchover of the also formerly Mannheim-based German chapters of the Bones MC to the Hells Angels MC in 1999, with 73 full chapters in Germany, 71 chapters in other European countries, several associate chapters, Bad 7 MC Support Club in Germany, and a Prospect chapter opened by German expatriates in Pattaya, Thailand in 2007. The club was established in 1972 in Mannheim. The club colors are black and white. On the back patch appears the word Premium and the name of the country with a fist rising through clouds. And G is the 7th letter in the alphabet. These days, it's still causing trouble, although now it's doing it as much in Asia and the rest of Europe as it is in its homeland. Some of the least salubrious activities it's been accused of include illegal prostitution, human trafficking, drugs, weapons trafficking, and other forms of organized crime. The club has a strong focus on the Europe region, particularly Germany, where they are one of the largest, if not the largest club. However, they have also branched out beyond Europe and now have chapters throughout the world.
Number 8. Mad Dog Motorcycle Club.
In 1994, a former executive at the pharmaceutical firm White Philippines decided to take his love of motorcycles to the next level by forming his very own MC. It is a club with a diverse and no-nonsense attitude to riding. Only bikers who are dedicated to free-spirited riding and brotherhood are accepted. Membership in the MDMC is acquired after being invited to become a club prospect, then completing a challenging prospective period of at least 6 months. A mad dog treasures his honor and integrity and lives by the values of freedom, courage, and loyalty. After starting life in Liebes Garage, the Mad Dog Motorcycle Club, as he decided to christen his new club, rapidly began to expand across Asia. Today, it has chapters in Fukuoka, Tokyo, Bangkok, Hong Kong, and Beijing, along with certain areas of the US and Europe. Joining can be tricky. Not only will you need to receive a personal invitation first, but you also need to demonstrate your fealty to the club's principles of diversity, camaraderie, and brotherhood by consuming vast amounts of alcohol, puffing your way through as many packets of cigarettes as humanly possible, and undergoing various initiations over the initial 6-month trial period. Now, dogs, however, are not just bikers. They are also moved to give forward, to share, however modestly, but from the heart, with other members of society, particularly disadvantaged children, who are especially helpless and vulnerable. My dog motto is that whenever we visit a place, we leave it better than we came. Fitter says, we're trying to give something back. Everywhere we go, we leave a mark on it.
Number 7. Iron Order Motorcycle Club.
Iron Order Motorcycle Club. IRMC is a motorcycle club that was formed on July 4, 2004, in Jeffersonville, Indiana. The IOMC has chapters in nearly every US state and in 11 countries around the world. 8 founders: Red Dog, Big Rick, Chief, Copper DOC, ICE, IZOD Professor, Territory. Worldwide, approximately 283 chapters in the United States and over 20 chapters in 11 countries: Aruba, Bonaire, Brazil, Canada, Curacao, England, France, Germany, Puerto Rico, Slovakia, and South Korea. The membership of the IOMC is made up of individuals from diverse backgrounds, to include active and retired military and law enforcement personnel. The Iron Order Motorcycle Club are a tough group to label, as they claim to be a family-friendly club, are made up of a large proportion of law enforcement, including police, corrections officers, and active military, yet they display many of the characteristics of an outlaw club, including the style of patches that they wear. The Iron Order motto is MBBM, which stands for My Brother Before Me. The Iron Order also use the abbreviation of IOFIO, which stands for Iron Order Forever, Forever Iron Order. Throughout the year and across the country, the IOMC supports their communities and individuals in need by participating in charity rides and fundraisers. IOMC chapters will often post about upcoming events on their websites.
Number 6. The Outlaws.
The Outlaws Motorcycle Club, incorporated as the American Outlaws Association, or its acronym, OR, is an outlaw motorcycle club that was formed in McCook, Illinois in 1935. It is one of the largest outlaw motorcycle clubs in the world and historic arch-rival of the Hells Angels. Founder Mario Parenti, born 1949, age 73-74, Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Other names: Mike the Wop, occupation S, outlaw biker, gangster. Years active: 1967 to 09, known for national president of Outlaws Canada. In the 1950s, the club's logo was changed, a small skull replaced, a winged motorcycle, and Old English style letters were adopted. This design was embroidered on a black shirt and hand-painted on leather jackets. In 1954, the cross pistons were added to the original small skull. This design was embroidered on a black Western-style shirt with white piping. The movie The Wild One with Marlon Brando influenced this backpatch. Worldwide, 416 chapters spread across the United States, Serbia, France, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, Ireland, Spain, Japan, Norway, Russia, Lithuania, Germany, Ecuador, and many others. Membership estimated to be around 7 to 008000. The Outlaws also manage and maintain a number of support clubs: War Dogs MC Portugal, Alamas MC Philippines, 15 Crew, 15 Busters MC, Berserker Bikers, Black and White Crew, Black Legion, Black Pistons MC, Black Riders MC Philippines, Black Skulls MC, Black Riders MC, Black Venom, Boar MC, Border Riders MC, Chosen Few MC, Dead Eyes MC, Filthy 15, Friends and Family MC, Handful MC, Horse Creek MC, Iron Breed MC, Celtics MC, Knights of Sin MC, Legacy MC, Mandingos SC, Manila Classico MC Philippines, New Attitudes MC, Overlords MC, Piston Pirates MC, Randomers, Rep Bobbers MC, Reapers MC, Road Runners MC, Rotten MC, Rough Creed MC, Southern Undeniables, Steel Pistons, Southern Saints, Throttle Brothers MC, Trobs MC. Wild Horde, Wolfpack MC, Wolverine Clan, Dirty Crew MC, CAW, Boy MC, Blue Ghost Brotherhood, The Originals MC, Viking Tribe MC. The club is a member of the Big Four outlaw motorcycle clubs, a position that means the FBI, police, and anyone else with a respect for the law have one eye on them at all times. The Outlaws exist. Today is one of the largest motorcycle clubs worldwide.
Number 5. Christians Motorcycle Association.
Founded 1975. Founder Herb Shreve. Type evangelical, non-governmental organization. Focus proselytizing or evangelizing the Christian faith. Location Hatfield, Arkansas. Members 125,000. The founder was a pastor at small-town churches for years, but was never good at it. After nearly a quarter century behind the pulpit, he shucked his Sunday suit for jeans and leather and rode away on a motorcycle. In the 14 years since, Shreve has logged more than 500,000 miles with his motorcycle ministry, Tech 13, 1989. CMA is not a club but a ministry. This distinguishes CMA from other biker organizations that associate you to manufacturer brand loyalty or riding style. CMA's ministry team program is designed to make ministers of their members. This implies a breakdown of the traditional distinction between clergy and laity that exists in most Christian ministries. Members are associated with the national organization and then independently may become members of local chapters. CMA operates under a board of directors working in conjunction with 6 regional evangelists, a lead evangelist, and special projects evangelist in order to support the goals and objectives of the organization. The current chairman is John Ogden, SR. This leadership team oversees CMA from a national level by appointing other state, area, and local leaders across the country. The headquarters is in Hatfield, Arkansas. CMA UK, which has an estimated 1,000 members, has an outreach arm called Holy Joe's, whose members provide a cafe and helmet park at motorcycling shows and events. Proceeds from these and HJ's annual bike show are donated to charities such as Emergency Medical, Motorcycle Couriers Freewheelers EVS. The organization grew to over 125,000 members and over 1,200 chapters in all 50 states, and then gained chapters in 31 foreign countries through the CMA International Ministry. The Christians Motorcycle Association is now the biggest and quite possibly only evangelical Christian MC in the world. Through events, rallies, and various philanthropic activities, it aims to turn the world onto Christ and bikes like never before.
Number 4. American Motorcycle Association.
Sport, Motorsport, Jurisdiction, USA, Abbreviation, AMA, Founded, 1924, Affiliation, FD Ration International, Demotorcyclism, Regional Affiliation, FIM North America, Headquarters, Pickerington, Ohio Chairman, Rob Dingman. The AMA is the official national federation representative FMN for the United States of America in the FD Ration Internationality, Motorcyclism FIM, and organizes these teams and riders for FIM-sanctioned events, including the International 6-Day Enduro, Motocross DS Nations, and Trials DS Nations. The AMA was a whites-only organization from its inception in 1924 until the 1950s, not allowing African Americans to join for its first 30 years. A 1930 AMA membership application form on display at the Harley-Davidson Museum included the statement, "Membership is limited to white persons only." This segregation occurred at a time in American history when many motorcycle dealerships refused to sell motorcycles to black riders,
forcing an entire population to create their own culture.
The museum exhibit has examples of distinctive uniforms worn by motorcycle clubs, both AMA sanctioned, and those from the separate culture of black or racially desegregated clubs that proliferated as a consequence of the AMA segregation policy, such as the Berkeley Tigers MC from the San Francisco Bay Area. After the racist policy was abolished, AMA-sanctioned motorcycle clubs thrived in the era after World War II, when motorcycle sales soared and club membership appealed to better adjusted American veterans who enjoyed group participation and operated under strict bylaws that held club meetings and riding events. The AMA sanctions over 2,000 events each year, hosted by chartered clubs and promoters alike across the entire country in the disciplines of motocross, off-road and track racing. Each discipline is guided by the AMA Racing Rulebook, which is organized, written and voted on each year by AMA Congress, which is made up of AMA delegates from across the entire country, representing their areas, disciplines and districts.
Number 3. Antique Motorcycle Club of America.
The Antique Motorcycle Club of America AMCA was founded in 1954 in New England and is now one of the largest organizations of antique motorcycle enthusiasts in the world, with membership of over 12,000 in the United States, Australia, Canada, Europe and Japan. The AMCA aims to preserve, restore and operate motorcycles, which are at least 35 years old and therefore termed antique. Ownership of an antique motorcycle is not required to become a member. The AMCA operates annual calendar of national meets, where members' motorcycles are judged in categories of restored, original condition, and period modified. Up to 100 points are awarded against the standard of the same motorcycle in original factory condition, with points deducted for any unoriginal features. Only available to members of the AMCA. The Antique Motorcycle magazine, published 6 times per year, features specialist information on antique motorcycles, including reports on meets, accounts of antique motorcycle restoration projects, rare and hard to find spare parts and motorcycles for sale. As Hot Cars writes, bikers who own a classic motorbike will always find a home at the Antique Motorcycle Club of America, all of whom are dedicated to upholding the organization's central mission statement of preserving, restoring, and operating motorbikes that are at least 35 years old.
Number 2. The Bandidos Motorcycle Club.
The Bandidos Motorcycle Club, also known as the Bandido Nation, is an outlaw motorcycle club with a worldwide membership, formed in San Leon, Texas in 1966. The Bandidos MC is estimated to have between 2,000 and 2,500 members and 303 chapters located in 22 countries, making it the second largest motorcycle club in the world. The Bandidos Motorcycle Club was founded by 36-year-old dogwalker Donald Eugene Chambers on March 4, 1966, in San Leon, Texas. Chambers served as a Marine in the Vietnam War. Upon returning to Texas, he was employed as a longshoreman and became a member of numerous motorcycle clubs. Finding these various clubs too tame for his tastes, Chambers founded his own, the Bandidos. He named a club in honor of the Mexican bandits, who lived by their own rules and chose the club's colors, red and gold, after the official colors of the U.S. Marine Corps. Like other outlaw motorcycle clubs, they call themselves one-percenters, a phrase coined by the former president of the American Motorcyclist Association, who once stated that 99% of motorcyclists were law-abiding citizens and 1% outlaws. By the early 1970s, the club had over 100 members, including many Vietnam War veterans. The Bandidos capitulated and ceded Quebec to the Hells Angels at the conclusion of the province's deadliest biker war in 2003. The United States is home to 93 Bandidos chapters, located in 16 states. The club is concentrated in Texas, but extends into Louisiana, Missouri, Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas, New Mexico, Colorado, Montana, Wyoming, South Dakota, Utah, Idaho, Nevada, Washington, and Oklahoma. The club has since expanded substantially in Australia, and there are 45 Bandidos chapters throughout the country. The first European chapter opened in Marseille in France in 1989. This was followed by expansion into the Nordic countries, with branches being established in Denmark in 1993, with branches being established in Denmark in 1993, Sweden in 1994, and Finland and Norway in 1995. The German department of the Bandidos was chartered in 2000. Chapters were then founded in Italy in 2001 and on the Channel Islands in 2003. The United States Department of Justice and Europol consider the Bandidos to be a criminal organization, while individual chapters had previously been banned in Germany. The Netherlands became the first country to prohibit the club as a whole in December 2017, when a court in Utrecht outlawed both the Dutch Department of the Bandidos and the international organization on the grounds that the club forms a threat to public order. Also identify the club as one of the Big Four motorcycle gangs, along with the Hells Angels, Outlaws and Pagans, and contend that the club is responsible for organized crime activities such as drug dealing, arms trafficking, prostitution, extortion, money laundering and murder, with a membership that consists of exactly the kind of people your parents warned you about. In fact, that's its mantra. Think twice about joining its ranks if you have any interest in staying on the right side of the law.
Number 1. The Hells Angels Motorcycle Club.
The Hells Angels Motorcycle Club, HEMC, is a worldwide outlaw motorcycle club whose members exclusively ride Harley-Davidson motorcycles, with chapters spread across all four corners of the globe in the United States and Canada, and 467 chapters in 59 countries. The Hells Angels are incorporated as the Hells Angels Motorcycle Corporation. Common nicknames for the club are the HAA, Red and White, HAMC, and 81, with a membership between 3,000 and 3,600. The HAMC is one of the largest and most famous motorcycle clubs in the world. The Hells Angels originated on March 17, 1948, in Fontana, California, when several small motorcycle clubs agreed to merge. Otto Friedli, a World War II veteran, is credited with starting the club after breaking from the Pissed Off Bastards Motorcycle Club over a feud with a rival gang. According to an alternative theory, the Hells Angels were founded on November 15, 1951, in San Bernardino by Dick White, a member of the Redlands Roadrunners. According to its website, the club's name was first suggested by Arvid Olsen, an associate of the founders who had served in the Hells Angels Squadron of the Flying Tigers in China during World War II. The Hells Angels have a system of patches similar to military medals. The specific meaning of each patch is not publicly known, but the patches identify each biker's specific or significant actions or beliefs. Red and white are also used to display the number 81 on many patches, as in Support 81, Route 81. The 8 and 1 stand for the respective positions in the alphabet of H and a C. Friends and supporters of the club use these in deference to club rules, which purport to restrict the wearing of Hells Angels imagery to club members. The diamond-shaped 1% patch is also used, displaying 1 in red on a white background with a red married border. Some members also wear an AFFA patch, which stands for Angels Forever, Forever Angels, referring to their lifelong membership in the club. I once a member, always a member. An additional patch, worn by select club members, consists of 2 Nazi-style SS lightning bolts below the words Filthy Few. Some law enforcement officials claim that the Filthy Few patch is awarded only to those who have committed or are prepared to commit murder on the club's behalf. According to reports from law enforcement and prosecutors, another patch similar to the Filthy Few patch is the Dequello patch. This patch allegedly signifies that the wearer has fought law enforcement on arrest. In March 2007, the Hells Angels filed suit against the Walt Disney Motion Pictures group, alleging that its film Wild Hogs used both the name and distinctive logo of the HAMC without permission. it isn't the first time the Hells Angels have sued for trademark infringement either. Here are some of the rest. On October 7, 2009, Fritz Clapp, attorney at law for the HAMC, contacted Online Games Community Foco, demanding the removal of all membership marks and club trademarks from the Los Santos roleplay forum. While members of the community were skeptical at first, Clapp posted a tweet confirming his identity. In October 2010, the Hells Angels filed a lawsuit against Alexander McQueen for misusing its trademark winged death head symbol in several items from its autumn or winter 2010 collection. The lawyer representing Hells Angels claimed this isn't just about money, it's about membership. If you've got one of these rings on, a member might get really upset that you're an imposter. The company settled the case with the Hells Angels after agreeing to remove all of the merchandise featuring the logo from sale on their website, stores and concessions, and recalling any goods that had already been sold and destroying them. In fall 2012 in the United States District Court for the Eastern District of California, Hells Angels sued Toys R Us for trademark infringement, unfair competition, and dilution in relation to the sale of yo-yos manufactured by Omega Corporation, a serial defendant, which allegedly bear the Death Head logo. Hells Angels asserted that the mark on the yo-yos would likely lead people to mistakenly believe that the toys originate with Hells Angels. The case settled, and the lawsuit was dismissed with prejudice. As of December 2013, the Hells Angels sells its branded merchandise at a retail store in Toronto, Ontario. Maybe Eagle member idolized Hells Angels? Just kidding. In 2019, the Hells Angels sued Redbubble in the Federal Court of Australia for infringing on its trademark, launching another suit in 2021 after providing evidence that Redbubble had continued to breach the trademark. The 2019 case concluded with the Hells Angels being awarded $5,000 in damages. In July 2022, in the second ruling against Redbubble, the company was ordered to pay the club more than $78,000 to become a Hells Angels prospect. Candidates must have a valid driver's license, a motorcycle over 750 cc's, and the right combination of personal qualities to become a full member. A prospect must be unanimously confirmed by the rest of the full club members. Before votes are cast, a prospect usually travels to every charter in the sponsoring charter's geographic jurisdiction, state, province, or territory, and introduces himself to every full patch member. The final logo patch, Top Hells Angels Rocker, is then awarded at the initiation ceremony. The step of attaining full membership can be called being patched. Even after a member is patched in, the patches remain the property of HAMC, not the member. On leaving the Hells Angels or being ejected, a member must return his patches to the club. Members must pay dues and are required to attend mandatory club meetings and motorcycle runs. In 1978, members were required to pay $20 per month to the local chapter and $10 per month to the state chapter. The money is used by the club to finance motorcycle runs and funerals, and to fund the travel of club officers to state and national meetings. Hells Angels may become exempt from paying dues after a certain period of time. As a member of the club, each Hells Angels chapter is governed by an officer corps consisting of a president, vice president, secretary or treasurer, sergeant at arms, and road captain. Each chapter has autonomy regarding member discipline and minor policy changes. The Hells Angels became the first notarized and organized outlaw motorcycle club, and the biker clubs formed subsequently have reportedly imitated the Angels' insidious rules, doctrines, and rituals. However, the Hells Angels organization is not headed by a national or international president, who are each chosen to represent a collective of localized chapters. At monthly regional meetings, regional officers are divided into two groups. Those who attend the West Coast officers meeting, WESCOM, to conduct the policy, actions, and affairs of the Hells Angels chapters in the Western United States, and those who attend the East Coast officers meeting, ECOM, to govern the chapters in the Eastern United States. In states with multiple chapters, weekly state meetings are also held in addition to chapter meetings. The Oakland chapter is responsible for making major decisions within the club and granting new charters. Any motorcycle club seeking to join to the Hells Angels must apply to the Oakland chapter for membership, and the applicant club must be monitored and approved by the Oakland Hells Angels before being granted membership. The former Hells Angels Clubhouse at 77 East 3rd Street in the East Village neighborhood of Manhattan, New York City. In May 2019, a court in Utrecht issued a verdict that made the Netherlands the first country to completely ban the Hells Angels. The presiding judge called it a danger to public order and the rule of law. Other countries, such as Germany, had banned local chapters, but never the entire club. On July 15, 2022, the Supreme Court of the Netherlands reaffirmed the ban, making it permanent. Ever since the beginning, it's had a reputation for trouble with drug trafficking, violence, and organized crime, being just a few of its favorite pastimes. Obviously, not all Hells Angels members are trouble, but enough are to make you think twice before crossing paths with one.